I don't know what to do about that. It's when the shadow comes from my chair. Alright, give me 2 ticks. I'm gonna. This looks weirder, I think, when I get out of the tank. Let's see. I'm just gonna try and turn on the lights in the room, but I don't think it's gonna do much. And you can try and tighten the green screen so it doesn't have any creases for the shadow. I'm doing what I can. I'll be probably as good as I'm gonna manage to get it. And zoop! Back in the tank. That still looks... I can't really tell, to be honest. Let's switch over so I can actually see what's going on here. Yeah, that's pretty awful, actually. Did I make it worse? How is that possible? Right, whatever. I'm sure the clouds will come and rescue me. But yeah, A-Night, that's really cool that the site is launched and you're getting sales already. Awesome. Right, so the animator is making changes to maps. And it just stresses me out because I don't know, I don't know what he's doing. And if it's correct. Got 3 other streamers I'm setting up, awesome. Wait, what? What? For fuck's sake. You are making changes to maps. Don't be forgetting to do the collision layer. It's going to be annoying because if he makes changes to the maps, doesn't fix the collision layer with the changes he does, then I'm not going to know he's done it and I won't be able to fix it. And the only way we're going to discover it is if someone reports to us that they're trying to walk here and getting blocked. So I'm just a bit annoying because it's like I don't see the... It's like such minor changes he does. You can see here is like he's tightened the house, I think. Someone's getting spanked. Hold my hand, I'm getting spanked. Can you lock it down? I mean, I shouldn't have to. There's just 2 of us, you know, and we're a team, so it should just be, if you're gonna make a change, then do it properly, basically. Please no spank. Please spank. But yeah, so I don't want to have to chase his edits. He's done something here as well. Because I have no idea what he's changed, so I have to like actually visually inspect it to try and catch what he's done. So I can't see anything here. This looks fine, I think. Yeah, so that's just pretty painful process though. That's collision. Objects 1. Why am I having trouble starting my project? What depends on what you mean by starting your project. You thought of it yesterday. I'd expect you to do some planning or something first, mayhaps, unless you just want to dive right in. Hack and Plan. I've heard of that. Is that a good planning software? Don't be lazy. He's not lazy. It's not that. Do you even know me? Hold my hand. Anyways, I'm gonna say to him, it's okay to make changes to maps, but you must remember to fix the collisions. I will not be able to know that you have missed them. Then we will only find out if someone buys the game and reports the issue, which would be bad. Okay, so now I've yelled at him. Hopefully he doesn't get mad. But it's like, yeah, either that or before release, I need to like go through friggin' everything just to make sure that all the collision layers are fine, which would probably take a day, which is a bit of a waste. So ideally we just get it right. God, I'm salty. Grumpy morning brush. Right. New game. So when we create a new character, what I want, load new. Basically the only part of new game that's left is character selection. So what we're gonna do is we'll create, he's quiet in the chat, which is, I don't know, that might be bad. New character. Just gonna delete. Wait, what? I wrote to him in the Discord. No, on Skype. We use Skype to talk. I just wrote to him to be careful about the collisions when he's making edits to maps. I think it's because he asked me, could you make a list of all the graphics that are finalized? And I said, I was like, I don't know. How am I supposed to know that? Like if you send me something, I will either think it's good enough or not good enough. And if I think it's not good enough, I tell him to change it right then and there. I understand he's coming from the point of view of an artist. So artists, whenever I worked with them on games, they tend to remake graphics like 10 times throughout the life cycle of the game, and that's natural and a good thing because I think it does develop things. But me as the kind of artist without any the coder without any or much ability to kind of assess the aesthetics, it's impossible for me to do that. I'll be like, it fits what I requested, kind of. And sometimes maybe I'll say it doesn't look good, just aesthetically, but I'm not capable of telling him when something is completed and doesn't need any more iterations. It's just, I can't do that. So this is not the button we want. What are we doing here? And yes, Skype's pretty outdated, but I don't think he's on Discord. So we don't need the elements. We can get rid of that. We don't need a level. We do need the hero. We can like center. He'll just walk. And then we'll need... We do need the background, but this whole thing isn't a button. That's the problem. Button, new character, background. And we'll place that at 345, I think, is middle. 200, 180, 160. Got it. Put the hero on 345, 160. Why are you lower? That's odd. Although I can't see him. What's that about? The scale doubled, that's fine. Alpha's fine. Why can't... Oh yeah, I can see him there. Is he just rendered underneath everything? New character hero. Hey Des. New character BG. Good morning to you. Will this just show up now? Because it shouldn't be, I haven't registered it or anything, so yeah, so it shows there, but the thing is rendered above. Settings, button, small one. He's making changes to the academy now, so at least it means he's fixing it. I just hope it wasn't too harsh. All right, so now we've got those in, and we can add them as textures. So just open VS Code. All right, okay. So still don't understand why he's rendered underneath. Anyway, so the layering will set to that, and that should fix it. Button, new character, start. So then we need 2 buttons on either side. Button, new character, right. Button, small. So Y position 160. Scroll your right until you're here. No, that doesn't look right. 401, 402. What's it, 403? No, 402. Left. All right, so what we need to do now is we need to report all these things and register their states. So we need a couple of buttons here. So init button, self, button, new character, right. And I think just add text at the end here. And then we need the size and the hash for the buttons. So that would be settings button small. And then here we've got just a standard button. which is button new character start. And then we just register the nodes. Button back new character. Can we just do the new character one in general? So that should, so I'm hoping for here is no errors and the new character stuff is hidden. So instead of new game taking us to the game, we want to go to, so we set the save slot and we just want to shift this to the state of selecting a character. So it sets the save slot for us, but then we want to select the new character. So load game, new game. All right. Looks good to me. Else if self button clicked is equal to button new character start. And then take this, put it here. Okay, so now we need to cycle the buttons. Is he changing now? I'm scared. He's changed. Grasslands trap puzzle. Right, let's inspect. He's on the collision layer though. Looks fine. Button clicked is new character. Button new character right. Local function cycle new character, so that'll be self and direction. Cycle new character. self new character outfit ID. Display slot meta info. We do this here. Player outfit is just the outfit ID. So what we need is a list of all the outfits available. Do we know that? I think we roll it somewhere here. Here. Set bars for new game. Outfit is, so that's just a magic number. Max character outfits. So if direction is equal to right, then Mr. Peak or MRPIK. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Please let me know how to pronounce your name right. Cycle in either direction. Apply boundaries and loop. Choose the name. Nice. Nice. The boundaries and loop. And then update. Graphic. So that would be, we can just use set texture, go get node button. No, it'll just be new character 0, I think. Yep. And we update it to player outfit and new character outfit ID. Let's try it. Doesn't walk it though. Oh, because we need to play the flipbook. That's fine. That's fine. You followed your heart, good choice. I'm straight. Good for you. Oops. That was the wrong thing, wasn't it? We are trying to, yeah, it's obviously just going to be that. Whoops. Nice. So then when we start the game, player outfit. Is equal to self new character outfit ID, and then we start the game. So we go here, new game, we'll pick the green guy, start the game. And that's the green guy, and then we'll do it again just because it could have been chance, but I don't think so. I think we got it. So that'd be 1 in 7, and if we do it again, it'd be 1 in 49. 2% chance of accidentally working. Hey, Bite Man, how you doing? Yeah, I think it's working. Congrats on the Twitch page. Thank you. It just makes it look so real, right? It's really cool. I'm so psyched about it. Trying to think what the best way to do this would be. Old game. Twitter will just I'll just have to link it to 8-Bit Skull thing, but I want my Twitch on there as well. Not really enough space. If we include this. Then we have like the back button probably. Well, we must. So I'm thinking what does ORT mean? It means that Twitch has not been consumed. So the world is being consumed by evil magic. You have to stop it. So, hello, Java. I feel like I'd like some icons to show what this different stuff is, maybe? Because I'm gonna be too big here. I could put design, I could put code. You started early. You changed your name. It's me, Molly. Hello, Molly. I did start early, yes. Is design better or is code better? Who knows? Who knows? Too big. Is it morning for you? Yeah, it's 10 a.m. Maybe we don't need that. Bounty hunters basically have the license to kill. I guess some might. Don't think all of them do. Are you gonna see if my family wants to take out? Almost certainly. Surely. Alright, so let's hide this stuff. Alright, so it's like not auto hidden. So you can hide main. Just hide everything. Hide it all. This is backgrounds. Hide these two. Mercenary mage. Raiding with a party of 50. Hey Alex, I brought some peeps. Well, thank you very much, Frosty. Hello, mercenary mage. Welcome, everybody. I've just been working on the main menu of my game, but I'll show you some of the actual gameplay, because that might be more interesting than this main menu. Although I'm pretty psyched about the main menu. What were you streaming, Mercenary Mage? It's a good menu. Look at that scroll. Exactly. Thank you. My own game dev. That's cool. Even government hitmen have a license to kill. That's nice. So yeah, this is Fates of Ori. It's a retro fantasy RPG. It's got a couple of things that make it a bit different. So the first thing you might notice is that whenever I stop moving, everything else in the world stops moving as well. So it's kind of like a hybrid of real-time and turn-based, because you can just basically freeze time whenever you want. So it means that you can be more strategic in the decisions you make. So you can, for instance, when I cast magic like this, you'll see it, the fireball I've summoned has stopped, but then as soon as I move, it continues traveling. So you have a bunch of spells at your disposal. I can cycle through them up here. And each of them behave differently depending on which element they're combined with. So you've got a bunch of different elements. I'm just realizing that I've locked myself out of one of them for testing purposes. So that's a bit annoying. But anyway, so I'll cast this spell with the life element, which causes ice shards to erupt out of the ground. And if I switch to the shadow element, I can summon a meteor shower like this, which is pretty cool. And then the next thing that's quite important is the fact that all your spells cost HP. So you need to be budgeting your spell casting. You can't just spam the same spell over and over and over, because you'll just drain your own HP. So you need to be careful of how you use it, with a strategy in there. So that ties into the game's lore. It's that you have to use your own life energy to actually to be able to cast magic. But the bad guys in the game have found a way to use the power of the world itself to cast magic, which is manifesting in this big hole in the center of the capital, like this. So it's actually, the world is literally being consumed by the evil magic, by the people that use it. So it's your job to stop them. So that's kind of the game in a nutshell. There's a lot of different biomes to explore. kind of standard stuff you would expect to see from an RPG. Loot to collect, levels to gain, and that kind of stuff. Nice, love that effect. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, this is one of my favorite areas in the game, I think, just because of how impactful it is. So that you're gonna jump down from there into the pits down below where you fight the final boss. It's got an ash raining down feel. Yeah, there's a couple of different areas actually where I've used the default what do you call it, particle effects generator to create some really cool effects. Like here you'll see snow, which is pretty cool. I want to contribute to the consumption. Well, you can actually. In the game, one of the first things that happens is that you get offered the opportunity to accept consumption, and you can do it, and then you can play as an evil character. You're not necessarily evil, but you are contributing to the destruction of the world. So that's quite an important part of the game is player choice. I'm trying to make, it's kind of hard with a very small team to do it very well, but wherever we can, the player has a choice. Oh, but I am evil. Well, then have at it, just like in real life, exactly. Okay, so if anyone has any questions about my dev setup or anything like that, or about the game, please ask. I'll be happy to attempt to answer. In my current Skyrim playthrough, I pickpocket from beggars and donate the gold I stole from them. Do you donate it back to them? Because that's like chaotic neutral. What engine is this? This is Default, which is not very well known, I think. Can't say I've heard of it. What's the draw to it? So I guess it depends. It's they pride themselves on being very flexible. That you can like, they try to make it quite minimal, but give you the tools that you need to get started. It builds easily to PC and mobile and stuff like that, so that's good. I came from Flash, and I had a look at Unity, and it just seemed a bit daunting, and I knew I wanted to make 2D games, and I know Unity can do that very well, but it just seemed like overkill, so Default was a really good fit. I like Lua, that's the programming language. It was really easy for me to learn and use. XP/upgrade system, yes, absolutely. So you get XP from killing things, as usual, which is how you unlock all the spells. So when you get to, let's see, I don't think I have it available anymore, but when you get to level up, you get transported into Divine Void, where you can choose a spell to take back to the real world. And then upgrades, we've got equipment that you can find, loot, which you access by going to one of these checkpoints like this, when you basically equip different stuff. Yeah, Lua and Flash are pretty similar, typeless scripting languages. Yeah, I found it was a very easy transition to make, and I really enjoy using Lua. It's got its drawbacks for sure, but I'm enjoying it. You should add a thing where you can be naked, but you have to be an adult, and you have to answer the stuff that happened in their birthday. I don't even understand what that means. You ever get an extra bed set and realize your old one was literally making your skin effing awful? No, but I'm glad you've got, I guess you've got a new bed set that's better for you. That's good. Stardew Valley, I think, is Lua too. Oh, awesome. I didn't know that. I knew there were some games. What did I miss anyway? Well, we got a big raid from Mercenary Mage, which is cool. So I've just been introducing the game. Rock on, time for me to sleep. Good luck. Okay, thank you very much for the raid once again. I'll check out your channel for later. But yeah, I appreciate the raid. That was really cool of you, and have a nice sleep. So yeah, I'm absolutely freezing, so I'm going to go and grab a cup of tea or something because it's really cold here. I was complaining about the sun being out and ruining my green screen, but now I'm cold. Lily Bite, thank you very much for the raid. Good morning, hey. What were you working on, Lily Bite? Right, I'll switch to a Fika clock. Exactly. Beat Saber, nice. Right, I'm gonna be quick. I'll switch to shroom mode because I'll have to boil water first and then get the tea set up. So I'll switch to this and then run and get the kettle going. We're halfway done, just waiting for it to boil. Okay, tea is completed. Now it's just gonna be scalding hot and I won't be able to have it for ages. Alright, so actually Tart, if you're still there, I did add a new thing, which was scrolling on new game. I think actually, did I save the game there? I think there might be, no, okay. So yeah, when you click new game, zoop. I'm in shroom mode, aren't I? Stupid. Right, properly back now. Sorry about that. Right, new game. Zoop. And then you scroll. And then start. That's hat. So I'm adding the socials page, Tart. Hey Kev, thank you. Where's the goth character? They're in there. What would you like for you? I didn't know what to put. So I've got Twitter and do you want Bandcamp or no? We can change it later. I was just trying to like lay it out basically. Sorry about the sirens, guys. I get a lot of honking and sirens here. That's fine. Put your Twitter on top. Well, I don't really want my Twitter. I want Discord and Twitch. So all the Twitters are aligned. See what you mean, but that wasn't what I was going for. It's just a happy accident. Right, so new character, I'll just copy that and call this social. I should honestly get a website going one of these days. Yeah, but I mean like Twitter is probably a good start, although there's just a lot of memes there. Actually had a domain. I've got one as well. I've got just my surname.com, but I haven't done anything with it. But I can't let it expire because then some domain squatter will sit on my surname, and I'm like, I need to pay for this forever until we find a use for it. My domain still takes me to my Twitter. Nice. Forgot I was still paying for it. That's good though. You don't wanna let it expire. I've switched. I used to use GoDaddy. It's just crap and overpriced. So I've been switching to Porkbun. It's going really well. I have domains that I don't know why I'm keeping. Yeah, you kind of just don't want to let go, right? I guess there isn't just plain text anywhere, I don't think. Or was it? I think in... Can't remember where I registered the domain. You should be able to look up Whoisdata, probably. Oh, credits probably be good. That's... Oops. Wife's got it. Probably the postman. Three, four, five. What did you make for LD, Lily? I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a game. Was it Spoopy again, or did you do something else? Have you guesstimated the total playthrough time in your game, Top Raj? No, I haven't. Well, I have made a guesstimate, but I'm really looking forward to the beta, which is like weeks away, because then I'll get a really good picture of how long it'll take. I mean, obviously, because I know the game, I'm going to be very rapid in completing it. So I think that would be a good measure of the minimum, whatever time I take to play through it. But there's a lot of genuinely optional quests in there, so you could curtail it quite a lot. Does your beta contain the ending? No, it doesn't. So it cuts out the beginning and the end. So the tutorial isn't that long. Don't know how long it would take, like 20 minutes or something. It's not a tutorial, it's like introduction to the story and everything like that. Similarly, the ending is mostly boss fights and a bit of dialogue to kind of wrap things up. So I don't think they're huge portions of the playtime. They're obviously very important, but they won't be very long. But yeah, so those are the main things I'm lopping off for the beta, is the beginning and the end. But it's the juicy middle that's most important, I think. Nana Memories, that looks pretty spoopy. Retro adventure, escape room, linear story, thought-provoking. It's we start with nothing and end with something, but we don't know what that something is. That sounds weird. It's not really spoopy. Let's unhide the back button. I wanted it to be spoopy, but my team threatened to mutiny. Seems like you got some of it through though. Are all the devs on screen now, just the 3? Yep, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna go wash off the sweats, tears, and Beat Saber defeat. Nice. Thanks for the raid, Lily. I contributed to Beat Saber defeat? How so? Nice, so it's a solo dev, or do the others have input into gameplay mechanics, etc.? So I guess I've had most of the input, but I've spoken both to... Oh, Giver Songs to play, I see, yeah. I mean, obviously both Water Retard and Carlo have been heavily involved and stuff, but I think in terms of the story and the design and stuff like that, I have been the main driver. Okay, so have it for another year before it's renewed, basically. We Gucci, nice. Tart, I meant to say, I didn't put your Twitch down because you don't stream so much, but obviously we could. Like, just whatever you want. Up to like 3, I guess, because that's what can fit in. Join us Twitter and Bandcamp or find cool. Can I have a little banner in the bottom right? No. There you go. There you go. Are you role-playing me and my wife? That's kind of weird. Okay. Twitter. You're You're pretty far in your follower goal for only 1 week in. Yeah, the followers are kind of ramping up quite nicely. It's cool. It's very nice. I'm putting beta testers in my credits if you want something to play Java. See, there you go. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that as well. $160, $120. I'm gonna call this Bandcamp_Chris, even though I don't think I'm going to have a Bandcamp, and neither is Carlo. But it's just for consistency, you know? Right, I'm gonna take a super quick break. I'll be right back. Alright. Damn these real life responsibilities. For instance, I know I have to dev/stream my game, but I need to clean my room. That's usually like procrastination for me though. I know the feeling. I had to do laundry yesterday and today I need to cook food for the entire week, so I have time to dev stream. Yeah, it's a pain. Done so many prototypes. I actually know that feeling. I had 9 projects open at once. I have to meditate and ask your intuition which has most potential of being done. Sounds a bit hippie, but it worked for me. That's good. Nine projects. And when you say open at once, did you mean you were developing 9 projects, or you literally had 9 projects open in your editor? One is insane and the other one is even more insane. Right, let's set this up. Monster PC. Well, it probably depends on the type of editor you're using. Button back and social. My Unity Hub has 18 projects at the moment. Init button. I don't know what kind of gameplay I want this project to have. Dude, that's really tough. Like, I've been thinking about like the next game to make, and it's actually, I have a core idea, but the surrounding gameplay elements make it like a vastly different game, from aesthetic to kind of intensity, all this kind of stuff. It's crazy. No, jumping between 9 games in dev. 3 years ago, chose the one, scrapped the others, and I've been focusing on one ever since. Finally got a beta demo out. Where are you uploading your beta to? Brush itch, Steam? I'm thinking probably, I don't know, I think Steam, but I haven't really thought about it. I think Steam because then I can get I can iron out issues with builds on Steam as well, because I've never done that before, so I want to kind of address that as well. Why did that jump? Oh, we need the... Okay, those should be automatic actually, so hopefully it should work. So no errors. I don't think I've actually like hooked that button up to anything yet though. Would I register that as social? Yeah. Alrighty, let's try that. Excuse me. Maybe I just build too quickly. With a horror game, the combat is so weird because you can either make the player panic and frantically try to slow down enemies, or you can make them feel powerful and it changes the whole atmosphere. Oh yeah, absolutely. I forgot I need to double these. Don't know exactly what happened there though. Is that because the Twitch button was active as well? No, but if I go too high, it is that. Interesting. Alright, alright, alright. So we shouldn't be lazy, is what this is saying to me, unfortunately. I think I might just end up implementing the basic settings stuff the first time around. Right, input wrapper class would be super helpful. Yeah. Have you been scared by what's facing me? Low-key, I'm going to spend a few months on an input wrapper and just use it for every project. Might be a good idea. Hey, HC900. Do you think it'd take that long? Tart? Probably not, but I just want to make sure it's perfect and reusable. Fair enough. almost like a tool. Well, maybe if you're gonna spend that much time into it, could you do it, like sell it as an asset or something? On the flip side, that sounds like something that already exists. Okay, that's concerning. I was gonna say, make sure you're not reinventing the wheel. Yeah. Always never reinvent the wheel. Unless you can make a better wheel. Just mean look through the marketplace and make sure something doesn't already exist. I mean, I think I get what Tart's point is. Like, if you make something that really fits your circumstances, that might be worth it. How does this work? Sometimes I think it's good to make your own tools and make sure you know how things work. That's very true. If there's any component of your project that is practice, then feel free to reinvent any wheel you wish. Manage state happens there. Might I inject? Always never forget to set your sources when working on your PhD. That's probably good advice. It is a moral imperative. Use mental floss to prevent moral decay. BRB predev Smokey, don't do anything too clever when I'm gone. Don't you worry about that. Right. Always pre-dev smoke, but never post-dev yell. I was looking into Valve's dismemberment effects in Left 4 Dead the other day for inspo. It was really interesting. Yeah, how so? It's all done via shaders. That's cool. I need to learn some shader stuff rather than actual bone separation. That was so satisfying. Showers are a magical, transformative experience. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's honestly so helpful to remember. Yeah, I think I need to. So this should just mostly print nil, I think. It's lots and lots of nil. And then if I click here, Twitch on, yeah. Why is it doing that? But it shouldn't be working. Always shower pre and post dev, but not during dev, as laptops are not waterproof. You're just full of good advice. HC900 AI is working. Is that bot stuff? I made this bot to respond to people. It's working. Nice. Imagine some nice water refraction in lakes and work. Would be so simple to do too. I guess one of the things I don't understand, shaders Witchcraft, yeah. I don't understand really what the use is of shaders. I vaguely get it. But I don't have a clear grasp. Obviously don't know how to use them, but I don't even know what the potential uses are. Shaders are basically pixel engines. Alright, for the GPU. That definitely sounds like a bot message. So fragment shaders are your programs that are calculated on the GPU. And you can perform a bunch of operations on them to determine the color of the pixels on the screen. So you can use it for stuff like Fog of War. I guess a lot of the particle effect kind of stuff in Fates of War that I've got already. Could that be shadered? Right. I've been typing all of that. I'm lame. What? Depends on how well you write shaders. Though. You can take the camera's output texture and use a shader to distort and sway the pixels so it looks like it's rippling like water. As a basic. Oh yeah, I saw someone was doing wavy grass with shaders. I feel you. I feel you. I think getting to know the tools in shaders would probably help you with coming up with potential uses for them. If you want to see what shaders can do. Oh, shadertoy.com. I think I've seen that site. What I don't understand here node is the button. What I don't understand is why these things are happening even if the things are disabled. Jessica Mack is making a game which is pretty much all shaders. Nice. You could use a vertex shader to animate the vertices to make it look like different parts are expanding and shrinking at once rather than animated by hand. POS when we got out coding like that, yes, I'm sure. So yeah, then Tart, I guess I really get for your kind of ghost game, you'd probably be in shader heaven / hell, I guess, depending on your perspective. If type point is a string, then we get node. I think Jessica's an AI in disguise, no human can do what she does in code so effortlessly. Yeah, I'm going to be focusing a lot on the graphics side. Makes sense. Right, so I'm going to register a button. Init a button. No, it goes into state. Register node state. She once wrote a freaking hot reloader for her engine in a week. Well, I mean, I understand that's complicated, but I'm so far away from being able to do it that it doesn't impress me because I don't understand it, if that makes sense. Then she calls herself stupid and I get imposter syndrome. If anything, it should relax you because, you know, everybody feels like that. Right, so we're actually just storing the string of that, so... So when it's a string, is actually imposter or impostor. So they're both okay, but the E version is less common than the O, it seems. O was first as well. It's a string. I'm Canadian, I prefer imposteur. Nice. Sorry about the siren. Oh, well, if Harvard says it. Ooh, Harvard. Can't help it, plebs people can't spell and make up their own rules. What? The O version was first, Java. E was later and is used less frequently. Sounds like you are the... You're the pleb. Can't accept the social consensus because you're part of an entitlement generation of perfect. I don't understand what you're on about, Java. Anyway, what is... Can I be a perfect figure person? So... This is really annoying. I don't understand. Print GUI dot is enabled. GUI dot get node. Twitter Alex, I think it was. It's okay, Java, you're just wrong sometimes. So it says it is enabled. That's weird. Manage state. Print disabling node. So there's credit lines. So is it because we disable, gosh darn it, is it because we're disabling perhaps the full social thing? Wikipedia is pretty trustworthy. Usually if wrong info gets stuck in there, it gets fixed pretty quickly. Yeah, I remember we edited the article on, what was it? It was on the World Figure Skating Association, and we changed the CEO of it to our friend, and it was changed back within seconds. That's pretty nuts, I think. So, node state, I think, has it something to do with that, maybe? Whereas I haven't gone to college, clearly the most educated individual here. Sounds like you need to go to the lab, Barry. There we go, finally. Right, I get it. I'm a high school dropout, beat that. I am university educated and I don't use it, beat that. I even have a post-university professional accreditation that I don't use. Beat that. To be fair, depending on profession can be kind of useless. That is true. My first job at 23, beat that. I can't beat that. Unless it's earlier, and then I could beat it. Right. So that's all done. We just need to actually like link these things. Oh yeah, and move the text as well. Move up the buttons, I think, annoyingly. So Discord, Twitter. I own 2 Rue leather whips and know how to wield them. I can beat a lot of things. Rob. Just turned 27 and had my first kiss. Beat that. Got him. I feel violated. Oh no, dodged. No! This conversation is weird. Why? What part? Did you just kiss me? I did. What are you gonna do about it? Right, how do we do... Top bar swings every way apparently. Hell yeah. How do we do... I don't even know how to open a link. Manual's Flash. I wrote the Flash manual. I wrote this with my words. But that's not what I wanted. Hyperlink? What do you even search for? Ironically, I've also been on a date until 2 in the morning. API reference. Sys? No. Open URL. Found it. Handle button clicks. Never sat on a fruit or any food in general. Not even by accident. That's pretty impressive, actually. Can you add the ability to be naked and have sex in the game? Yes, I can. I will not though. So button clicked. Hey Quackman. My friend told me a horrible effing story one time. Oh god. Hit me. Rear pocket. Did you just like shit banana all over the slide, basically? Button clicked. So this would be like Twitter Alex. Well, let's say Discord Alex. And then let's do that. Made the slide slippery. Yeah, probably just like added extra speed. He was at his girlfriend's house and ordered some Chinese takeout, and like he must have ate most of it and put the plate down next to the bed and went to sleep. The next day he forgot it was there and stepped in curry. It sounded so effing gross. I could have been worse. Most embarrassing thing, and honestly only embarrassing thing in my life, which only a few in here I think could relate to. I was streaming Beat Saber and came across a song with a truly shameful score. Did Libby play it? The ability to be naked and have sex in the game and have kids? That's scope creep, man. Socials. Yeah, that's working. Nice. It was Gangnam Style, whatever it's called. What happened, Ariselia? What happened? Right, let's get these links plugged in. Again, I got 91%, wow. So, doop. My most embarrassing story? Do I need to hold your hand? Low-key don't know what he's referring to. Oh, wait, let me guess. Your most embarrassing story, pee bottle? Doop. Work today, coworker asked me to go to the bathroom with him. Okay. You can make it that you have to answer questions only an adult would know to be classed as an adult, and then you can be naked. You know what, mister? I don't think you would be able to answer these adult questions because I don't believe you're an adult. Mister. Don't think that was embarrassing, just uncomfortable. No, so why do you care? Huh? If you're not going to be able to play it, because you wouldn't be able to answer the adult questions. That's not the right link. Yeah, ask questions like, what is frigging? Doop, 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 doop. Almost done. All right. Because I can find the answer online. Well, there you go. So the problem, there's a problem in your system. You need to come up with a better solution. I think up to a part was just the fact that the nurse was like mad that it didn't have a life-threatening thing happening. Yeah, that's kind of shitty. Right, let's go turning. Nice, it works. Change load game to play, by the way. Yeah, you're right. Just play or play game? Play. Either. Does that seem reasonable? Looks good, thank you. ChristopherGray.io, is that your website? Do you want that in? I'll chuck it in. It's one of my skills. It's not loading for me right now. Excuse me, I want to go turning. Just links this. Okay. Fair enough. But anyway, that's the menu completed for now. We haven't added controls or the input binding stuff because I don't want to. So we're going to leave that till later. It'll be a subset of settings anyway. Notice when I add the HTTPS, it doesn't load. We must not have an SSL certificate. But yeah, so we're basically going to have like tabs at the top for this, I think. Probably. Hey Dejan. Alright, but this is a big chunk of things. So I'm very pleased to be able to archive this. Makes me feel happy. Alright, let me just go shrimming and update my schedule. I think we're a bit behind schedule for everything, unfortunately, just because the main menu's taken so long. But it's nice that it's completed. Today's date is the 8th of October. I don't know, we're looking kind of on schedule, at least for the beta anyway. You need a certificate water, you can usually buy them from Webhost or go through the pain of creating them yourself. I just switched to a host that gives them away for free and it's automatic. It's so nice. I had to pay like a lot of money in my old one, and then they like applied free hosting as part of the deal, so I'm like, this is just stupid. So yeah, I've left them. Anyway, that's completed. Very nice indeed. Let's move on to some houses. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So, treetop rope. We've got two houses here. I wonder if he's labeled them appropriately. He has, it looks like. These things aren't here apparently. 16. Should be, but it's just locating somewhere else. What are we looking for here? Block 16. Ground 16. Alright, so that's one, and then the other. Looks fine there. So this one's bigger, which would be, yeah, that one. Okay, so that is 1 and 2, right? That looks weirdly cramped. That's beautiful though, I really like that. Is it, oh, I think actually this is this. That's cool though, I'm feeling it. I'm just going to replace T1 with T16. Okay, it looks good. So, to remind myself how we do this, so I should go to treetop. Well, this is treetop rope H1, I think. Target map is treetop rope H1 door, I think. Let's have a look to make sure we're doing this right. Door on the inside, and then yeah, just H1. Okay, that's fine. Okay. This is the bigger one. For the other house, we can just copy the thing. Now, what did I said? Yeah, okay. So we'll need to update that as well. Treetop rope H2. I'll need to change these files before we export them. What are you working on? Adding some more house maps. I think they're all the ones that we need are finished, so I just need to add them into the game, which is cool. Making a list of horror games to play for inspo. Good idea. That'll be like the most fun part. What you got on there? And is it stuff you've already played or new stuff? We're going down to 16 by 16, okay. Now 20 by 1030. Resident Evil 2, I just want to play again. Silent Hill, Condemned, Fear so far. This is going to be a big project. Yeah, we'll see if it ever comes to light. Yeah, you'll just be busy playing games all the time. It depends on what you mean by playing them for inspo. Like completing them, yeah, that's gonna be tough. But like playing them for half an hour, easy peasy. Probably not completing them. Yeah, see, that's more fair, I think. How do other dev streamers manage like 6 hours plus streams? I can't control my language or stay on point for more than 2. I don't have a problem with my language, but I definitely start phasing out after 2 hours. So I don't know, I can't answer. This is longer than 2 hours now, I think, just barely. But I'm gonna go for longer than this though. I was gonna play half of them because it's almost Halloween anyway. Are you gonna be streaming any of it? That might be fun. Probably stream a couple of them. Cool. At ungodly hours, no doubt though. Four is probably my favorite Resident Evil game. I need more for the list though. I'm afraid I can't really help. I don't really play many horror games. Haven't added any of the actual friggin' maps. Did I actually delete? I think I deleted. God damn it. I think I deleted the auto load. That's really annoying. I could just do it here actually. Debug auto start. Just depends how much combat I want in there. Love Soma. Debug start, handle button click. Set save slot. The new game. I wonder if you can do excuse me. I wonder if you can do that with a non-wiped save. I really liked Eternal Darkness for the GameCube, but it's very Lovecraftian. I think that's overdone these days, and I don't think it's the vibe you go for, Tart. So I would normally recommend you seek it out, but I don't think it fits what you're trying to go for. Right, so I've done that. To be fair, I think in a way I do go for Lovecraftian. Well, then perhaps you should check it out. God, I just remembered one I played semi-recently that I loved, Until Dawn. Just not in the way it's usually done. Which I think, I was actually reflecting on this recently. I thought that it's kind of weird that Lovecraft stuff is overdone when the core part of his horror is the like unknowable or like unthinkable things that cause dread. But now you see this kind of like squid entity and you're like, oh, that's a Cthulhu. It's like the opposite of what Lovecraft was going for, I think. So you can do Lovecraftian stuff, but in the sense that it's something that you can't explain in words. Like that's how the horror boils down, that it's like unexplainable, unfathomable horrors. So you gotta come up with something new, basically. Whoops. That's fine. I think I just need to update the tile sets, actually. It's nae biggie. Nae bother? That's more Scottish. Nae biggie. That's not. I don't think anyone's ever said that. But otherwise, it does seem to work nicely. Yeah, excellent. So I just need to update the tile sets. Copy that, and then we need to go to the map codes thing here. Tile sets, slam. That's weird though. Spawn ID nil. That's concerning. What's it trying to spawn that's nil? That. There you go. So checkpoint should work now. And these ones should work as well. Looking at Eternal Darkness, this looks real nice. I legit really enjoyed it. It's not hard, and the puzzles can be pretty meh, but vibe-wise, I think it was really good. And the lore was nice. It's a very good atmosphere. Really enjoyed it. Some of the game mechanics also stuck with me forever. Like the idea of there's like 3 big elements which you might recognize as something that runs through my games. Sound design seems real good. That's one thing I'm 100% gonna have to step up. It's gonna be so important. Oh yeah, absolutely. For a horror game, it's like crucial. I wonder if anyone's, it might be too experimental, but it might be cool to do a game without any visuals, just audio. Sorry about the sirens once again. It would probably, you couldn't be like a AAA thing, but partly because it would be cool as hell, partly it would be nice, like, you know, you could use it for people with visual impairments and stuff. But you could, I'm sure you could definitely do something in like a horror game or something. You could hear the footsteps of something and you could like localize where it is or something. I don't know. You just running to every chat submitting your LD game. I haven't participated in Ludum Dare, so I am not reviewing any of them. Anyway, see, I think it'd be cool to have a level like that. People would get mad. Yeah, you think? Anyway, that's that house done. Top completed. 100% people would be super mad. That's really a shame. I get frustrated when games are way too dark. Try anything new and humans get mad. That's just how they are. I guess so. You're probably right. You're probably right. You'd have to be in some kind of experimental setting then, which would probably not be as interesting. Anyway, I need to take another super quick break. I'll be right back. Alrighty. It might not be fun for people without visual impairments. That's probably a good way to phrase it. But yeah, I don't know. Just an interesting thought. I'm sure loads of people have thought about it before, and it's either hard to pull off, or most people would hate it, or both. And that's why it's not really been done. But I wonder how big a market it would be to have. I mean, if you design the game around sound, and you could have a visual interface, but just make it so that you don't have to see the interface to operate it. I don't know. Sometimes really cool things come out of restrictions. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to try sound propagation stuff. What's that? Like how sound travels through a map depending on the materials it bounces off of. Wow, that seems... Is that built into like Unreal or Unity? Because that sounds amazing. Nah, but people have done it using different methods. Sounds cool. Sounds really, really challenging. I think. Maybe not. So someone baked the sound values into a texture. Wow. So you can put stuff in like muffling or echo or... Yeah. It sounds really cool and like perfect for a horror game. How would you handle that one? With care. You could either go the route of pathing, or you could do raycasts and check the physics, materials, etc. Or you could do the texture method where everything is baked. Varak3, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. That's 1800. Okay, so we've done all the setup, exported the maps, we'll paste them in here, and then just change where we start. Treetop. That's glitched out because that's not glitched out. It just took us back one where we didn't want to go. What did that do? Oh, there's someone to the heal. Okay, that didn't work. Why not? Oh, didn't name the map right. It's fine, no problem. The house looks amazing. Yeah, it's really cool. I'll have to put something in there because it's guarded by really vicious things. Let's see. Cheat of Combat 2, I think, is probably just there, but actually, maybe even in there. Thanks for your streamage. Bear Witness Games, thank you very much for the follow. This game ain't gonna dev itself. Drop into my channel sometime when you're done / bored. I will do. Thanks for hanging out. So we exported it, we put it in map codes, we did, so let's load and try. Hope I can skip over the transition, but probably not. Matched. Nice. I am a human genius. No, still not. Cheat of Combat 2 H1, and this lists to Cheat of Combat 2 H1. Hello, medium rare ice cream Jeff. How you doing? Oh. That's wrong here. That's weird. I'm cold and sick. That's a shame. I hope you feel better. Okay, that was weird that it took so long, but here we are. And this is for path 2. Yeah. This looks cool. Well, thank you. That's the Steam page, and here's a little introduction video to the game. Hello there. How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
I'm good. How you feeling? Cat's got a cold.
I'm sick. I'm a sick person.
She's a sick person. Tart says hi, Cat.
Hi, Tart. How are you?
I like retro style games, so this looks to be right up my alley. Well, that's awesome. If you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer. Just pass on your sickness to Topfresh, it's all good. I refuse to stop kissing her when she's got a cold. I'm like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. What are some specific games that inspired you, or did you just play a lot of these types of games and think, I'll make one myself? I guess a little bit of both, because the games that inspired me don't necessarily look like this. For me personally, a lot of inspiration I draw from is Diablo 2 and Morrowind. Those are probably the biggest ones, but like I said, they don't really look like this. I think Echelon Book was a pretty big inspiration for my artists. I haven't played it myself. I've watched a little bit of Let's Plays of it. Just kind of get a feel for it. So yeah, I think that's the main part. I was actually talking to... Actually made this. Well, you did make some. That is true. One's capital F2. Wow, Case, what's your favorite game? What a retard. What is your favorite game, what a retard? Is it Vampire Bloodlines? Well, you know, to answer that, we really have to take a deep dive into my childhood. It all started in 1999. Take a seat. All right, I'm ready. I like a strategic lowering of the office chair. I don't know, it's probably Bloodlines, yeah. Think about it, come back to class with your answer. Yeah, what's yours? Medium rare ice cream, Jeff. Were you asking me as well, Tart? Super Metroid. Fair enough. Yeah, you too. Me too. Ooh, I don't know. It's a really tough one, I suppose. Did you like? I don't know. It depends on like what have I played the most. If I could only choose one or whatever, it's tough. It's tough to pick. I don't even think it would be helpful if I had all those things, all those criteria. If you only had one game, what would you choose? Alright, so what's up there? Diablo 2 is up there. I really like Morrowind, but it definitely wouldn't be the only one game. Binding of Isaac, I've played a lot and really enjoyed. I really liked playing Borderlands with Kat, but it's never gonna be the one game I would only ever play. Now I see why you responded so well to my old 3D project. Like I said, like, it looks like Morrowind. You're not wrong. To be honest, I'd probably stick with Daggerfall myself. Interesting. You know, I said that about Morrowind, but I'm just thinking, like, for longevity, like, there's so much you could do in Morrowind. So it might be that. I don't know. It's you know, it's not a real thing anyway, so I shouldn't stress out too much about it. There's 8,000 dungeons, I'll never finish it. Yeah, but they're all like basically the same, aren't they? Like randomly generated stuff. If I'm not mistaken. Is Daggerfall the one with the like enormous world map that would take like actual months to traverse in game? Why the hell? This is called grass. Kind of like I hate proc gen when it comes to dungeons and levels. I get you, because that's the core issue with it, is that it needs to be done well enough that you can't discern the pattern strongly enough, and I don't think anybody has really managed it. Don't mind when it's used in editor for props and stuff. Yeah, I guess that as well. It's like when it's so unimportant. Yeah, it's true. Daggerfall is the largest game world the size of Great Britain. If it's Isaac or something though, it's fine. Yeah, but then the actual levels are handcrafted. They're just strung, like pieced together. Randomly, which is a good compromise, I think. That's the whole game. It managed to be fresh because of the items. Yeah, I think if you randomly generated the actual screens, it would be pretty garbage. Levels are so basic it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's true as well. Why am I even tired? So what's your sleeping schedule right now? PM till 5. Oh, that's pretty normal actually. That's weird. Is when I try to sleep. Do you not manage? It's 6:47 AM here, and I only slept for 5 hours, so I can tell you why I'm tired. So that's like East Coast America, I think. Sometimes I sleep 12 plus hours. Right, so you don't have a steady rhythm. That's probably why you're tired, to be honest. Gods, that sounds horrifying to me. I don't go to bed until like 4 to 6 AM. I don't understand how you function. I think it's weird how different people are with sleeping habits. So why did that not work now? It goes to grass capsule path to H1 door. Prefer to wake up around 8 PM. No, just because you like being awake at night, isn't it? Wake up usually around 8 to 9 AM. So you have between 5 and 3 hours of sleep. I would not be able to function, honestly. To be honest, normally I wake up at 4 AM, but I'm on break from school, so I can use a few extra hours of sleep. I want to sleep forever. No, you don't. So grass capital path 2. No, capital. What happened there? Medium rare ice cream Jeff, thank you very much for the follow. Congratulations on your tremendous username. These are the same notes as Britney Spears Toxic. That's amazing. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Isn't she like sectioned or something? I struggle to hear that kind of stuff, Tart. I might listen to it again and see, but... I'll section you, you wee bastard. How dare you? Let's go shrooming, boys. That part Peeps will kill me. That was such a good episode. It was amazing. Right guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there because it is lunchtime. I'll be streaming again tomorrow though, so if you're around then, I'd love to see you. I've dropped all my hottest social media links down below for you to follow. Don't forget to follow this channel here if you haven't already, so you can keep up with me and the game, Fates of War. Love seeing new faces and stuff. Yeah, thank you for hanging out, Tart. Thank you to Mercenary Mage for that big old nasty raid, and thank you to Lilybite as well for the raid. It's really appreciated. Slightly disappointed there wasn't a redundant Twitch link. Yeah, I should add that just out of principle, right? So yeah, we're gonna raid Tim Baudet. See what he is up to, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow hopefully. Have a good one.